Well, Maestro, here we are again. Underneath these bright street lights, looking outside, not a car in sight, and in these uncertain times, and yeah, I know, we've heard that line 1,000 times over, enough to make us want to rip our ears off, but in these uncertain times, one thing on this magical night has always happened. We have been on this microphone entertaining you streetlight crusaders out there for well over 6 years now. Hard to believe. But it's always been a tradition that when those streetlights hit on, so does this microphone, and we try to entertain you insomniac video gamers or third shift workers or people who are just trying to find some form of entertainment in the late hours of the night. And lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, no pun intended, is truly special to us. And I was gonna say we saved the biggest celebration of anniversaries for last, but I'll say this. We definitely saved the latest celebration for last. So without further ado, and a big thank you to Jason Klung, but unfortunately, we won't be using that song tonight. I think it's time we kick things a little bit old school and go back to our roots. So without further ado, Maestro, can you please find the original theme for the Tuesday Night Special? Oh, you have it queued up? Alright. So without further ado, once again, ladies and gentlemen, since the Maestro's now ready, I think it's time for us to go back to an old classic. So without any further stalling, folks, alright, all you music makers, video game players, and streetlight crusaders from all around the world, welcome to the 293rd edition, 6-year anniversary, specially named, and I got a feeling gonna be critically acclaimed edition of the Tuesday Night Special. Or what the Maestro's now calling it, the 6-year night special. I am your insomniatic anniversary type host from the East Coast, DJ Smokey, bringing you the best from the North, South, East, and West that the world of music and games has to offer, and seeing the fact that tonight is the night of nights where we celebrate 6 years of this streetlight crusading goodness, we might as well waste no time and explain to you guys what's gonna happen on this special month-ending 6-year anniversary edition of the Tuesday Night Special. Because we kick things off by finding out what happened during this week's edition of Monday Night Raw from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. Then we go ahead into a very special onomatopoeia cartoon edition of the As Seen on TV. And like we said last week, folks, this has to be one of my favorite cartoons of all time that was a part of the What a Cartoon series. And speaking of series, folks, the fun doesn't stop there, because we go back into the ring for a very special WrestleMania-like main event edition of the DJ Smokey's Great Moments in Wrestling History. And I think this match had everything involved with it but the kitchen sink, which I wish it did, but hey, you know, it's not available in that game. Also, besides that, we go ahead and check out some video game hits and clips from the Indiecade world for another edition of the Indiecade Triple S Deluxe. Then we finally break the news to Dan the Weatherman Stu and to the Maestro, as Maestro and Dan the Weatherman Stu tries to deliver the weather and give an announcement of their own for another edition of the Weather Update. And I wonder which one of our announcements is going to be the bigger shock of the night. Probably mine, I'm not sure. And finally, last but not least, and hopefully before the sun rises, the infomercials go off your television sets, or even before we decide to go way past the hours of regulations on East Coast Standard Time from an all-night party that I got a feeling we're gonna have during this show, we wrap up this show with yet another edition of the Indie Report, which is me giving you guys 2 news stories followed up by local concert information from local artists performing in a local area live near you. And I guess with that said, I might as well tell the maestro to kick up the beats, crank out the tunes, and most importantly, let those blue and white balloons and confetti rain from the sky to truly celebrate this magical night. Cause it's time for us to bring some fun and delight to your street-lit, moonlit, anniversary-style Tuesday night. Only here, right here, on the 6-year Nite Special. So let's get this party started, folks.